So we've got I got a gas tank in. It's a 37-gallon polyurethane or polypropylene. Yeah, it's polypropylene. I don't think it's polyurethane. Just is poly, but polypropylene, I'm guessing. Tank. I got it from Great Lakes Skipper, $378.95. Shipped to my door. And yeah, so I was just going to dry fit it. I have no idea what all of these nozzles and things do. I know that I'm guessing that this is the filler. This is the sending unit. One of these has got to be the overflow, but I don't know which one. So I'm going to have to go online and look it up. But yeah, so I thought we'd set it in the boat and see if it fits. I'm sure it does. Get all my calculations correctly, hopefully. Who knows? All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, like a glove. It's pretty tight. I don't know. That's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a poly tank, so I'm not sure if you do need the space around the stringers or not. We do have flow space underneath. It seems to match up pretty good, except for where that filler is in the back. Maybe. Yeah, she'll clear. Yeah, oh yeah. That'll clear just fine. Just want to make sure it's straight. It has a little bit of a rock to it. She's got some room to go. Oh yeah. I don't know. Maybe you guys can comment on this and let me know what you think. Is that alright if it's sitting right up against the stringers like that, or am I in trouble? Boy, she's a tight fit. I put my bulkheads in, she'll sit nice and tight. And you know I like it tight. I've been doing some thinking about, the placement of various things around the boat. I have a couple of requirements, more than a couple. I have a few requirements. I want everything to look clean and, stowed away. I don't want a lot of stuff on the deck, which is the reason why I went with a under the deck gas tank, which, by the way, I plan on building a hatch so you can get to this thing and take it out if need be. We need a bait well. I don't need a live well, I just need a bait well. I just want to be able to put some, live bait. Doesn't have to be huge, maybe 15 gallons at the most. Spot for your batteries where they're not, on top of the deck. A place for PFDs, which I think I'm going to have some room up in the front here for that. I'm not really sure exactly, but I have to, or maybe right where my feet are, I can put a locker in right here. But this is where the helm's going to go. So we got to kind of plan for that. And who knows, maybe I move the gas tank forward, and then the locker for the PFDs can be in the back. Because you already got a lot of weight in the back with I was thinking the bait well could go in the back as well. Maybe we slide this thing forward and get it out. All the way forward. Fit there. Like so. And then that gives us all that room in the back there. Gives us all this space right here for something. Although I got more depth up front, so I don't know. I don't have a lot of room below deck, so that's what's kind of eating away at me here. Then I got this locker right here, which that could potentially be for PFDs also. It's really deep actually. I can get it open. It's pretty deep. It's an anchor locker right now. I want a tiny helm. I want people to be able to sit comfortably. It's a lot of stuff for a 19-foot long boat. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Gotta think about it. Kind of like the idea of it being more forward. Because I think if I really push it, if I really push it forward, then there's more weight in the front of the boat. Then you've got more weight in the front of the boat. I like that idea because this boat tends to run heavy in the back, and the bow, when I was riding it before, the bow was up in the air, which is not always a good thing. I want to be able to see over the boat, so my helm will be here, about right here, and yeah, I could do that for sure. And then you got this space right here down the bottom for storage. I think that makes sense because I can move this even a little further forward. There's room there, but I just got to grind some of that epoxy out. And then I was thinking back here we create some sort of a platform, just a small one. I gotta look to see how that would interfere with the motor tilt. Look back at some of my pictures of the boat, but and then you can store the batteries on this side maybe, and on this side you could have a rear anchor locker or storage or whatever. And then down in here is going to be your bilge, and if you got really crafty you could use this space right here for a bigger hatch, like a bigger storage unit. It's not a ton of storage, but it's something. And you really don't have any options over here on this side, and on this side you don't have any option at all for storage. And then in the front there's these two little weird humps right there and right there, and I was thinking that there might be a little room in there for something, but not a lot. Maybe that's where we put an anchor locker in there. Huh. Or maybe we stretch that all the way across, make that platform right there a whole big platform, like a standing platform, and put your anchor in there. That could be cool. I gotta pull this cap off. I think that's really what I need to do next, is pull the cap off and see what's down inside of there. It's pretty thin in that front area there, so who knows. So yeah, I think design wise we're getting some good ideas down. Please comment and tell me what you think. That way I have an idea of what your ideas are, because we are better when we collaborate. So Beth and I talked it out, and we think that this would make an excellent cooler. And I agree, because it's got a built-in drain right down there, and we just make a plug for it, and that could be an excellent cooler. And then when you're done using it, you pull the plug and it drains down into the bilge. And I think I am going to move this as far forward as humanly possible. And then that gives us all that space in the bilge for more storage. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then I drew lines where the helm will finish here and there. And that's 28 across and 28 square. I don't know exactly how big that's going to be, but that gives us quite a bit of room up underneath that helm. If you make it 28 by 28 and your feet, you know, you're going to be driving, you're going to be like right up against the helm there. That could be quite perfect, actually. Yes. And you're not, the captain's not too far forward. You know, originally I thought that I'd be way up here driving with all that space in the back. But that doesn't make a lot of sense because your helm is going to be over this area and you're losing that big hatch there. So you move the helm back, bump it right up against that curved part there. Your feet are here. You're sort of center line of the boat, you know. You really just move the helm forward about, must be 3 feet, which isn't too terribly bad for weight distribution. And then you're going to move the fuel tank all the way forward. That gives us an opportunity to also put the batteries under the helm. We could do that. If you put batteries under the helm, then that frees up a whole bunch more space. You know, we don't have to put it in the back there. Then we can just put our live well in the back, our bait well in the back. Could be pretty cool.